Hello GATE aspirants. My name is Anand Goswami and I have achieved a rank of 418 in Electronics and Communications paper of GATE 2020. And this is my strategy for the last 90 days of GATE preparation. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. Let's get started.
So, why GATE? Because, frankly, undergraduate is not enough. Of course, you can get a job and work in a company, but is it your dream company? If yes, then great. But that is not the case for the most of us. And if you want to be a creator and work in latest technology, then you will need higher education. And in India, GATE is the qualifying exam for most of the good institutes for MTech or PhD. So now for GATE 2021, you have 3 months left. The last 3 months or 90 days is the final stretch of your race to getting a good GATE score. You will now need to give your everything to it. This is the time where someone who you think was good at the beginning can fail due to slack, and someone who wasn't that good by practice can overtake everyone else. So this is the time for make or break. ये 90 दिन तुमसे कोई नहीं छीन सकता, तो तुम्हें अपना बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस देना चाहिए. And in this time, having a plan is very important, especially for the final year students, because you will have your semester exams as well. So I'll tell you what my strategy was at the beginning. I had a general idea of a few subjects, but in-depth study was done only for 2 or 3 subjects, which were control systems, signals and systems, networks, and a part of communications. I had not touched upon PC or microprocessors, and I had only attended lectures for ADC, AE, and electromagnetics. So initially, what I did was create a larger monthly plan, according to which I was supposed to complete studying by the start of December. So in November to December, complete study, and by December, I was supposed to start giving full length tests as I had completed my portion. And in January, I wanted to revise everything while giving other tests. I did not want to leave a lot for January as my internship was starting then. So for November, December, I had made a daily plan which looked something like this. And this was not from like 1st of November, it was from the middle of November to start of December. So here you can see that where I've given test topic, that means topic wise test for that subject, and full means the full test or full length test for the subjects that I had already completed. So as you can see, this is a good plan because it has around 2 tests per week, and it also includes the studying which I had left. But then it was a bit ambitious, as you can judge, and I definitely did not complete the syllabus by the start of December. I could only complete studying analog electronics and communication by that time. So in the plan that I had, let me tell you what worked and what didn't. So revisions. I gave enough time for revisions and therefore older concepts were not lost, which worked a lot for me. I was enrolled in Vidyalanka, so even sitting for the lectures helped a lot in understanding not only concepts but also what to study. And like you saw in the timetable, I had given many topic wise tests that helped in revision and understanding concepts better. But what didn't work was I did not start the full length paper till December. I thought that it was needed to complete subjects before I started to give papers, and I was very wrong. Even though I was solving questions and giving topic wise tests while studying, after giving papers, I realized that I had studied a lot of unimportant stuff and had spent a lot of time on easy questions. And also that there are questions which you can solve only by having experience. And obviously, as it was my first time planning, it was too ambitious and therefore it did not work. But even in that, the revisions that I had done helped a lot. So, what advice I would give you is there are so many dynamics to giving a gate paper than just concepts, and therefore, whatever your preparation might be, you should give at least one full length paper by 1st of December. You will get a great idea of what you really know and what you don't know. It will also enhance your interest and it will start feeling like a game rather than studies. And from December, your study needs to be highly exam oriented and nothing else. What that means is when you give a paper, go back to the concepts of the questions that you could not get and revise those topics. It should so happen that if the exact paper comes to you again, you should get at least 80 out of 100. Only after that, give another paper. Initially, you will need 3 to 5 days to revise everything that was wrong, as well as what you could not get. Write those things down. And eventually, that time will start reducing. And by mid January, you will have come to the proficiency that you will be understanding your mistakes without going back to the concepts. So, you will need a maximum of 2 days to complete a paper. At the end of January, you need to give good papers and some pre gate all India tests that are also there, which will help you in getting a feel how the environment is during the exam. And you must have noticed that I did not mention maths anywhere. That was because I studied maths while giving papers itself and going back to the concepts wherever necessary. So that is a way where you can study some subjects, but obviously not all subjects. Finally, what I would like to say is that these last few months, as you gain knowledge, don't forget older concepts. Revision is key and try to get yourself as accustomed to solving questions and giving gate papers as you can. So now coming to the important subjects, according to me, communication and electromagnetics are the toughest ones for most. Communication is a little difficult to understand and electromagnetics is a little memory heavy. And other than that, analog electronics is important because there are many questions from analog electronics. But then, as electronics engineers, we generally do this even in our fourth years. Control systems is again a topic where good questions come, and if you do it well, you will be able to get the questions. And signal systems is very important because it creates a base for many of the other subjects. So finally, the thing that is most important is to take care of yourself. Studying in a good college is probably your dream. So now it is the time where you can make it possible. So don't let it go. In the words of one of my professors, Khana wana thoda kam khao, take care of your health, and that is very important. And not just physical health, but mental health too. Try to stay happy, keep the things that make you sad away from yourself as much as possible. Try and remove other distractions, and whatever you do should complement your studies and learning. Delete your Facebook or Instagram account from your phone if required. And when I say khana kam khao, it doesn't mean try and eat things that you hate, but eat whatever you like, but in less quantity so that you don't fall ill. Don't stress eat, make a routine. Exercise a little if possible. Exercise makes you happy. Make your parents aware of your needs. They are only there to help you. And if you are living in a flat, then ask your flatmates to help you in making your environment conducive for studying. With a good environment, half of your work is done. So, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.